single men. On today's episode, we will talk about why money is not enough to keep her.
It's not. Okay, guys, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. Well, Bill Gates has whole other reasons for genocidal trying to kill humanity. Why his wife left. But it shows even the richest men in the world are not able to keep the loves of their lives. So what is it? Is money just isn't enough to keep a good woman? So tell some stories about men you've dated and what they did, and it still wasn't enough to keep you.
Well, actually, I will do a separate video on that by myself because I feel like that needs to happen. But of course, I will touch base on that. When a woman meets a man and he's financially successful, and they start dating, and they might like each other, and there's something still missing because it's not just his financial success. There is something more. There must be a connection.
In other words, what I was trying to get at is you can provide them with a place to live, you can provide food, you can give all the creature comforts, you can buy them gifts, but presence does not replace presence.
Yes, and elaborate on that. What does it actually mean?
Okay, and this is a big thing as we're getting towards Christmas time and stuff too, for parents or single people. Presence does not replace presence, which means you need to be fully present in the now, giving them attention.
Yes.
Women crave masculine attention. So if you are not providing it, someone else will. So you need to put your phone down, actually look her in the eye, talk to her, listen, and actually be interested in what she has to say, not just be pretending, honey, No drone, because like the movie 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler, you have to make women fall in love with you over and over and over.
Every day.
Their memory does not work like ours, okay? The man's memory works more in chronological order. This happened yesterday, this happened a year ago, and things, just fade and get less with time. Women's memory? It is emotional memory.
Yes, it is. Emotions.
So, when she's in a good mood, she'll think about all those good things you do. But when she's in a bad mood, you're a no good, dirty, lying cheat, or whatever it is, and she thinks of every single time you made her feel that way. Whether you left her alone because you're too busy late night at work, or whatever the case may be.
However, there is a philosopher's stone or golden nugget. Majority of women act on emotions. However, if you are on the spiritual path and you really work on yourself and develop your emotional health, emotional intelligence, and you set your mind every day to have an amazing day and love your partner, that's when you reign in your mind and then you control your emotions. You as an individual.
Well, that's a whole other topic for another day on, how women are ruled by their emotions, and, she can do one on how they don't have to be, but it's exceptionally rare. Anna is the only one I've seen, and a lot of it's because of years of training with her with ancient secrets from around the world.
Yes.
She's the only woman I've met under the age of 60, premenopausal, who has any development of actually reining in her emotions other than to play games, which is still superficial. She's just playing it because she's pissed at you and trying to... Okay, so back to trying to stab me in the back and twist the knife.
Okay, clarify that.
Oh, that's just when they get pissed. That's like
Okay.
they can pretend, the snaky pretend to be nice,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still being ruled by their emotions because they're mad at you. Like even when they, like, some women can fake pretending to control their emotions, but there's almost none that actually do control them.
Okay. Well, I'm an exception, right, Jedi?
That's what you were doing very good. You've had years of training.
Years of training, yes.
But
and there's so more to learn.
Always.
Never ending. Yeah, emotional health and you reigning in your mind, that never ends. You do it every day.
So, speaking of, both with reigning in your mind and with women, you have to realize that the work of courting her is eternal. And once you realize the work is eternal, the work becomes the worship.
Exactly. The worship.
So
mm-hmm.
Back to the money's not enough.
Yes.
The presence versus present. So, guys, you got to be here in the now. Put the phone down. You can't just be reading the newspaper. They actually need regular attention.
Exactly.
And it's a sacrifice, but the benefits far outweigh it if you're willing to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, with different, as you go up in the level of consciousness, more attention is required to help it grow.
Mm-hmm.
So, like a plant, you put it in a good environment, you might need to water it once a day or once a week. With the pet, the minimum level is you got to take it out a few times a day and give it a little bit of attention, rub the belly, whatever. Mm-hmm. Cats are a little bit finicky, but, with like dogs, they need about an hour a day for their mental and emotional health. Mm-hmm. Women, at least double that, guys.
Yes.
Because you need an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening, minimum.
Minimum. But I also feel that there must be connection, chemistry between two people. But you can give presents, to a woman, but she might still not be interested in you that much.
Well, and for you really wealthy guys, you have a different set of issues than a typical guy does. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're busy and you think it's like, okay, I gave her a beautiful house to live in, servants, everything she could possibly need.
Never enough.
Well, true that. It's never enough with women, no matter what you give guys, just get used to it. But you give her everything, and you think you set her up to stay. But what you've done is you've given her everything to leave you and move on to the next man.
Yep, that's right.
So if you don't have the attention to that emotional bond, like you're wealthy, you're getting her into parties and around people she can't get around otherwise. Mm-hmm. So now you put her around all these influences of other guys that have money and things just like you do. Mm-hmm. And if you're too busy for her,
yes.
Idle hands are the devil's playground, boys. Like, you need to make sure, that's why you need to make sure she has hobbies and things like that outside of you, like Anna loves to paint, things like that.
Yes.
So when you're not with them, they have things to do to keep them out of mischief.
They must have their mission or something they're engaged in and deeply love to do on their own, not just with the partner. So he can give me presents, but I also need to have my own presence and my own things to do in my life to feel complete.
So I hope that really gives you guys some tips on why money's not enough to keep her. It might be enough to help get her attention, but it's not going to stay. So give her some presents and tune in for tomorrow's episode at 10:11 a.m. We are going to talk about white knight syndrome or knight in shining armor syndrome.
Yes.
Knight in shining armor syndrome, a.k.a. Captain Save-A-Ho.
Oh my gosh.
Depends on where you're talking to.
I picked the first one. I didn't like the second one. No, please. Anyway, enjoy your day, everyone. And
so make sure you spread the love so your other friends can see that money's not enough. This is Jedi and Anna signing off.